Okay, I need to play this game now. What is Burn Trap, bro? Generic intro in the doc goes. We're back with some more Game Theory FNAF videos. Today we're doing, is Golden Freddy really in Security Breach? I have no idea. Is he in the form of this Princess Quest arcade game? I have no idea. You can check my reaction to the last video. I'll leave it right up there. Also get a link down below in the description. Also get a place on my channel with all the other FNAF videos going in chronological order. And in the description of that video, I had the playlist, or not the playlist, but the video of me playing Sister Location for the very first time ever. I streamed it on my birthday. I don't know why I did that for my birthday stream. That was a very bad idea because I'm supposed to have fun on my birthday, and I instead played a scary game, which I don't enjoy scary games. My girlfriend joined for that video. People were asking me if I could link them the video. It was in the description. I popped it up on the screen as well. In case you missed it, I'll leave it right up there in case you want to click on it. So click on it now, unless you just get the intro, and then you won't see it, and then there's going to be people in the comment section asking for it again. But it was a very, very interesting time. I think I made it to night 4. It was a very scary situation, but the stream was amazing. It's up on the Duck Goes Game, my gaming channel, where I upload videos twice a week. I should be live streaming today with the Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke, which I actually caught a legendary Pokemon last week. My first Pokeball. I think I had full health as well. It was perfect. Absolutely loved it. But let's go ahead and jump into, is Golden Freddy really in Security Breach? Which I'm not sure that this is a big deal.
I heard you got some new eyes recently.
Also, play Sister Location. It's on the gaming channel.
Functioning before we send you back out there on the stage.
I'll probably
Tell me,
have it in the
what do you
description.
see here?
That is my friend Bonnie. I is him.
Don't we all? Don't we all? How about this one?
It's me?
Is it?
Interesting response with heavy lore implications.
Uh-huh.
Gonna make a note of that one. All right. How about this last one?
Oh, that's the DJ, you know. DJ...
Music Man!
No, hold on, don't help me, I have this.
Do you?
DJ...
Come on, Freddy. It's
Say it.
obviously Music Man.
We turned into a song, I think.
Man. Oh, Music Man.
Is this a song? Remix and music video?
Music Man.
Okay. Music Man. I think can I name one of my Pokemon and then my Nuzlocke Music Man? Okay, who animated that? Why? I know people said that somebody made a song out of it, which is why.
Where the only thing that slaps harder than our remixes is you slapping that subscribe button.
You should. I just hit 75,000 today. I'm trying to hit 100,000 before the end of the year. Channel was deleted a couple years ago. Let's start all the way back over.
It as a part of this video. As I write this, his masterpiece only has 400 views, so let's blow that channel up.
It had
Links in the top line of the description. You know what to say. Fill up those comments. Let me hear you. Music Man.
I bet it has over a
The man
million.
said in the song.
Let's go! Let's go!
Music Man, Matt Pat remix.
Security Breach, and there's certainly a lot you
2.5
can say about Security
million views.
Breach. The fact that it launched this weird, unseen animatronic from Pizzeria Simulator into meme lord status is perhaps its greatest accomplishment. And
Get a
speaking
man?
of
What?
other unseen animatronics, today's episode is actually a pair of mini-theories all about
he likes these little
animatronics
mini-theories.
that are notably absent from this newest game. Characters that have
Golden
been with
Freddy?
us since the very beginning of the
And
franchise,
who?
but whose
The puppet?
80s shoulder
Hopefully the
pads
puppet.
apparently weren't big enough for the final cuts. And in a game that throws so much Freddy spaghetti against a lore wall to see what sticks, what gets excluded from the game is almost as interesting as what made the final cut. So what are the mysteries surrounding these two animatronics? Can we solve the mysteries?
Well,
and
is the
what
puppet
do the
animatronic?
solutions
I guess.
tell us
Is
about
it?
the lore of this
Puppet.
new game? That, my loyal theorists, is what we aim to answer today.
Yeah, Sister
Missing
Location's
animatronic
scary.
number 1, Glamrock Bonnie. We all thought it was strange when the trailers first dropped and we saw our favorite animatronics in their new 80s getup. Freddy,
but no
Chica,
Bonnie.
Foxy, kind of.
Kind
and
of.
No,
That's a
an
crocodile.
alligator.
Alligator,
Yep,
crocodile.
Montgomery Gator was in, and Bonnie the Bunny was out. At first,
Why?
I thought this was just going to be a repeat of Sister Location. Introduce some new characters, reintroduce some old ones with new looks, and, you know, just leave a couple out.
Yeah,
but
that's
then,
fine.
right outside of the daycare of Security Breach, we
I
hear
didn't
this.
play this
There
game.
is no rabbit at the Mega Pizzaplex. Not anymore.
Why
And
not?
that right there, my friends, is theory bait. Stick it on
Yeah.
a fish hook and
What
drop it in
happened?
the water to reel me in. Clearly, this was more than just an arbitrary swapping of characters. There's
something to it,
here,
yeah.
A mystery
Lore.
to solve. Glamrock Bonnie did exist at some point here in the Pizzaplex, and
Oh,
now
wow, that's just
doesn't.
kinda cool.
And the game continues to remind us of this mystery as we explore them all.
Where
While
the
trying
bunny
to
at?
decommission Chica, you have to venture into Bonnie Bowl. And while we're up there, Freddy says this.
I do not come up here anymore. I miss him.
We even get a collectible
What?
message from Roxy Raceway that talks about him. Quote, management report. The bowling alley needs needs a retheme. While most of the Bonnie art was removed, kids keep
Oh.
asking, where's Bonnie? Do we have an officially approved response? So,
Oh.
yeah, where is Bonnie? The kids want to know, and heck, I want to know what happened to everyone's favorite rabbit.
I don't know if
Well,
that's
to
my
answer
favorite
that, we
rabbit,
actually have to
but
follow
it's
the
a
other
rabbit.
messages that we get in the Faz Watch. Specifically, this
Faz
security
Watch.
alert found behind a locked Monty gate in the game's opening service tunnel. Quote, security report 12:24 a.m. Bonnie is seen leaving his green room in Rockstar Row heading
Green
east
room?
towards the atrium. 2:40 a.m. Bonnie enters the East Arcade. 4:12
That's 2
a.m.
hours
Bonnie
later.
enters Monty Golf. Bonnie is
What?
wandering around the Pizzaplex and winds up in Monty Gator Golf.
Does-
And see, this is an important
Why?
detail because as we see in both the game and the collectible
Monty's
messages,
aggressive?
Monty has a bit of a mean streak going
Oh,
on.
he is
likes
aggressive.
breaking things. He also has a bit of an ego. I don't know if you noticed, but the animatronics in this game
Rockstar.
are unusually human compared to the ones that we've seen previously.
I wonder why
They
that
have
is.
personality, emotions. We see Roxy
Future.
crying in her room because we've managed to escape her.
We should have found him by now. It's not fair. I'm not a loser.
Chica is just hungry all the time, and
Why?
Monty wants to be the star.
Oh,
He's
are
looking
you?
for a way to rise to the role of leader of the band, singer in the spotlight.
So is he trying to
We
be a
know this thanks to hole
distraction
number
as he's a
9 of the
replacement?
Gator Golf minigame. Monty
Dude, you
is
play
center
minigolf?
stage, and Freddy is left out in the dumpster.
Okay, I
So
need
when
to play this
police
game
player
now.
Bonnie comes rolling into his domain late at night. Monty sees this as his opportunity to take him out and become the bass player
Yeah.
himself. This is all fairly straightforward
sense.
just from reading those collectible messages, but it does leave me wondering why. Why did Bonnie go to Monty Golf in the first place?
Yeah,
Well,
why?
What if someone led Bonnie there so he would get destroyed? Monty would get what he
Oh,
wants,
God.
a more prominent role in the band, and Bonnie would be quietly decommissioned and turned to scrap. Scrap that can then
Ooh.
be used to help rebuild another rabbit that we're all familiar with. One that's hiding out in the basement. Good old Burn Trap Afton. You wanna
Burn
know
Trap?
where Glamrock Bonnie is? Right there, right in front of your face. Burn Trap's body is Glamrock Bonnie's
What is
body.
Burn
I'm not
Trap,
just
bro?
saying that because they're both rabbits. There's actually a couple more clues that pointed me in this direction. If we turn back to when we last saw Afton in the form of Scrap Trap during Pizzeria
Oh.
Simulator and Ultimate Custom Night, there were some interesting design details. Namely, the fact that we can see a lot of bone underneath the suit.
Bone?
A lot of bone. On top of his skull, his jaw, around the eyes here, even the collarbone you can make out in his jump scare. But here in Security Breach, Afton
There's no-
has basically got a whole new body. As Scrap
There's
Trap, he
teeth.
was made primarily of bone and muscle, but now he's almost entirely animatronic, with the exception of
What?
the weird fleshy tendons that entangle the
Ugh.
endoskeleton, as well as the skull, which now appears to be melted into the rabbit face.
Why?
We see loads of endoskeletons throughout Security Breach. We even hear Vanessa saying that they could just put old casings onto new endos if they need to.
Monty will run the shows until parts and service can slap your casing on a new endo.
So why then am I so
Wait,
sure that Bird
why
Trap
is
uses
sometimes
Bonnie's
Vanessa
endo when they
like
could
that
have
and
used
sometimes
any
she's
other
veiny?
endoskeleton?
What?
It all comes down to the hands. They make a big
The
point in
hands?
the trailers to reveal this mechanical hand with claws at the end of its fingers, and they put emphasis on it again during Afton's ending when his hand reaches outside the recharge station. On both occasions, the focus is on Afton's left hand, a hand that was completely missing from Scrap Trap in both FNAF 6
Oh,
and
but he
Ultimate
got him
Custom Night.
back.
I mean, technically he was missing that entire left arm, but you get the point. So what does any of this have to do with Bonnie? That could be any
That's where he got it from?
endoskeleton arm, right?
True.
Wrong. Take a look at the Glamrock
Or-
endoskeletons from this game. Their hands?
They
Yep,
only have-
They don't have claws. The only animatronic whose endoskeleton does have claws? Montgomery Gator. We actually get a really good look at his hands once we've decommissioned him. But hold on a
Decommissioned.
minute, I was saying that
Murdered.
Burn Trap was made from Bonnie, so why am I so focused on Monty? Well, we have to go back to the messages that we get on our Faz Watch. Down in Parts and Services, we get this maintenance log. Quote, Montgomery's claw upgrades allow him to play the bass. Following performances, he mostly uses them to cause damage.
What?
Before I read this
The-
message,
the-
Monty
he
having claws
does
didn't really
damage?
strike me as an odd design detail. I mean, the dude's an alligator.
Yeah.
Kinda makes sense. But this message made me reevaluate that opinion. Claws are only for animatronics that play the bass. When we get the message about Bonnie being
Just-
out of commission,
just
we
the
get
bass?
this line, quote, with Bonnie out of commission, we are making Monty
Oh, so
the new
Bonnie
bass
was the bass player.
Parts and Service have already done the proper
Is that a
adjustments."
coincidence?
End quote.
Like, I
They're
don't think it
installing
is.
the claws on Monty because he's becoming the bass bass player, which means that Bonnie beforehand
Had
must
claws.
have also had claws.
Which
they need
Burn
to
Trap
be built
needed.
into the endoskeleton because they have to pluck the heavier strings. Therefore, the
Well,
claws on
a
Afton's
bass, yeah.
new body
Or
prove that
bass
they could have
guitar.
only come from a single source, Glamrock Bonnie. But Glamrock Bonnie isn't the only one conspicuously missing from
So
the
you went
security
for
breach
claws?
lineup. Where is everyone's favorite yellow clickbait, Golden Freddy?
He
At
does-
first,
apparently
I
does
didn't
well
think too
in
much about his
thumbnails.
absence.
Like the
Last
red
we
thumb-
saw
the
old
red
yellow
arrow.
Fredbear, he was twitching away at the end of Ultimate Custom Night, keeping the spirit of Afton trapped in an endless purgatory of torment. Meanwhile,
Nice.
you got Old Man Consequences over here asking Cassidy, "You good, bro?" And
No.
encouraging them to leave the demon to his demons.
But I don't
so,
wanna.
Yep, that story seemed largely done. Cassidy, aka the one you should not have killed, aka the vengeful spirit, call the kid whatever you want, this was another playing piece off the lore table, the end of another character arc. So why would Cassidy appear in Security Breach? Doesn't seem necessary. But then, it was more Freddy spaghetti time. Security Breach once again threw everything it had at the wall to see what stuck. And I
What
do mean
stuck?
everything they had.
Oh,
Basically,
did they?
everyone and everything in the series up to this point is represented somewhere in this game. FNAF 1 animatronics,
Yeah.
FNAF 2 animatronics, tons of references to FNAF 4, a direct connection back to FNAF 6, there's Baby, there's the puppet, there's the fun times. If my theories up to this point have been correct too, you also get Crying Child, Michael, and Elizabeth, the Aftons all in one neat
Yeah,
little package.
the kids
And that's still not
on the
all.
hill.
Arcade cabinets reference everything from the original novel trilogy to the Fazbear Fright stories. Heck, in
Oh,
this
the
one
books?
game, you get not only one, but two, count them, two versions of William Afton, Glitch Trap and Burn
In
Trap.
Vanny's
You have
head,
all
oh.
the versions of pretty much all the important characters throughout the franchise. So in a title that seemingly references every other important corner of FNAF lore,
Where's
where's
Golden
our
Freddy?
golden boy Freddy? Well, he's there. He's hiding in plain sight, right here.
Where?
Inside the Princess Quest arcade
And
games.
you can play
The
this, 'cause
princess
they love
is,
the little
quite literally,
arcade
Golden
game
Freddy.
Easter eggs.
Or to be entirely accurate, it's actually the spirit of Cassidy inside the arcade game. I know, it seems crazy,
That's a terrible
right?
place
And
to
while
have
I
your
could
spirit.
try to bury the lead here and string this whole thing out, I'm not. There's just too much to talk about. We know that this is Golden Freddy because it's coming straight out of the horse's mouth. I guess it's the sheep's mouth because it's Steel Wool Studios. Anyway, if you dive into the game files, there's a character sprite folder labeled Cassidy. Open it up
the
and what do you
game
find? The princess. Now, I gotta be honest, that alone didn't convince me. Sure, it is
Can
a
you play the
huge
game?
deal, and obviously the golden color of the princess is a direct connection back to everyone's
Yeah.
favorite yellow bear, but this is also a series that's used the name Jeremy in like, what, at least 4 separate places? Is that right? 4? He's
Is
a
it?
missing children's incident kid, he sliced his face off
Wasn't
in
he a
FNAF
security
VR with
guard?
a paper cutter. He's a security guard from the FNAF 2
Yep.
paychecks, and oh yeah, he's in the latest Fazbear Frights book. So yeah, those are the 4 instances that I can just remember off the top of my head.
Jeremy
so forgive me
being
if I'm
in
in
FNAF.
need of a bit more proof here before I call this one confirmed.
Fair.
So I kept digging. First, it's worth noting that in a previous theory, I
yeah,
suspected
that
that
thing.
the princess was actually meant to
Oh,
be a
that's the
stand-in for
Princess
Vanessa.
Quest game?
Security
Okay.
Breach isn't the first time that we've actually seen the Princess
Yeah, we've
Quest
seen this
minigame.
before.
It originated as part of the mobile port for FNAF VR when they needed some way of telling Vanessa's story. Instead of finding 16 glitching cassette tapes like you did in the original FNAF
You gotta
VR,
light
the
16
mobile
lamps or
port has you
something?
playing Princess Quest 1, lighting 16 braziers to
then you
eventually
get
find
stuck
the
there.
layer of Glitch Trap. Interestingly though, digging through that game's files reveals that the princess character wasn't labeled as Cassidy. This is
It was
a
just
new thing
Princess.
for Security Breach, which tells me that this was also an important story element for them. A story that, now that we have all 3
God, or is
Princess
he
Quest
just-
games to look at,
is he
somehow
just looking
takes on
too
a
far
different
into it?
meaning. When you play
Like,
Princess
some things
Quest
are just
1, you're being
complete
hunted down by
coincidences?
black glitchy rabbit creatures. These things are clearly working for Glitch Trap, but if that's the case, why would he be sending them to attack you? If the
I
princess is
don't
truly
know.
meant to be a stand-in for Vanessa finding the tapes, wouldn't he want Vanessa to
stop-
find them so she comes under his control?
Yeah.
Rabbits attacking doesn't make sense. However, if we consider the Golden Princess to instead be Cassidy, back from the dead once more to try and stop
trying to-
William for good, then of
Oh.
course Billy Afton would do everything he can to stop the princess.
Yep.
I also think that each Princess Quest represents a different phase of Cassidy's experience quite nicely. In the first one, Cassidy is helpless, an innocent, helpless child lured to a back room and killed by a monster
No,
that
not the back
looms in the
rooms.
shadows. But by Princess Quest 3, the princess
She can
is
fight
fighting
back.
back. And not just fighting back, but doing it in the same location that we walked through through in FNAF VR. Notice the large central stage, the prize corner back behind us, and a rounded side stage to the left. Now, this is an important detail because as we see at the end of FNAF VR, we're playing in the location of the missing children's incident. Glitch Trap lures us to the back room only to shove our dead body into Freddy's suit while he dances around. This is Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, where the initial 5 kids, including Cassidy, first went missing. Cassidy's story truly comes full circle. Playing through Princess Quest 3 the first time, I also thought it was unusual
my brother's
to have a
fear
giant
of
Chica face looming in the background.
people in costumes would be
why? Seriously, why?
worse
You
if
don't
he
just do that
played these
for
games.
decoration. And then I remembered this line from Ultimate Custom Night.
I was the first. I have seen everything.
I was the first.
I have seen
everything. This means that Susie, the spirit inside of Chica, saw the deaths of everyone else, meaning that she was probably watching as Cassidy was killed. Hence why she, of all the characters, would be the one
Cassidy, what makes Cassidy special?
So the file name matches, the color matches, the narrative arc
was
makes
vengeful.
sense as we revisit important locations from Cassidy's past, but that's not all. Elsewhere in the files, there's another piece of glitch text, similar to the text that we originally saw when you approached
that's
Glitch Trap in
Minecraft
Princess Quest
enchantment
1,
text.
But this time, it's much shorter. It'd be hard to decipher if we hadn't just decoded Afton's text before, but we did. And using that code, we're able to translate these dots as "It's me," the iconic phrase that we've seen every time Golden Freddy has been present throughout the series.
It's
Last
me,
but not least,
Afton.
Cassidy being here just makes sense with the story. Whenever there's William, Cassidy is close behind, hence the whole vengeful part of vengeful spirit. This is something that we actually see in the Fazbear Frights books, specifically the story The Man in Room 1280. In this story, we get a ruined, burned William Afton dying on a bed, haunted by an angry spirit named Andrew with curly black hair wearing an alligator mask. This very clearly is meant to be the book standing for Cassidy. In a previous story, Andrew outright says, quote, "I do remember wanting to get back at someone who hurt me. I think I attached myself to him. I got into his soul, made sure he couldn't move on when he should have died. I remember I wanted him to suffer the way he made me suffer." Basically, the two are inseparable. Andrew grafted himself onto Afton, and now their souls are mixed. So consider this. Glitch Trap was created when a bunch of circuit boards were scanned into a system to create a video game.
They sent us that stuff in the first place with no explanation. It was just
that's why I don't just
circuit
plug
boards
things in.
and things like that. Somehow, though, there was usable code on some of it.
If Cassidy was truly attached to Afton, then Cassidy's spirit would also likely be in those circuit boards, thereby creating a digital version of her.
So that's how
AKA
she's
the
chasing him?
So yeah, I feel pretty darn confident that that is indeed Cassidy in Princess Quest. Everything I could find backs that up from a design,
it makes
timeline,
sense the way he
narrative
says
sense.
it.
Also, the file name suggests that the king is actually Old Man Consequences. Sure, I guess. Leave the demon to his demons. Unless, of course, you want to take my sword and go ham on him. Anyway, so what does it all mean? Why is this important at all? Well, it gives us a rationale for why playing some random arcade games somehow manages to free Vanessa from Glitch Trap's control. As a reminder, if you play all 3 Princess Quest games, you get the free Vanny ending, where she turns good and joins you eating symbolic ice cream cones. But really, it's a pretty weird logical leap.
Does that make things easier? Can you just do that early on and not have Vanny?
This young woman free of the virus that's infected her brain. But now, it makes a bit more sense. At the end of Princess Quest 3, we confront a large security door that's covered in purple goo, only to get a blood-curdling scream. That goo tells us that it's a glitch trap behind the door. It even has a glowing set of eyes on the left-hand side, which, if you squint,
with the air,
with
the bunny,
rabbit head. This kind of goo wasn't present in the identical door within Help Wanted, implying that he is now in control. So when Cassidy unlocks the door and goes in, the digital scream that we hear from the other side is Glitch Trap dying, crying out as Cassidy delivers the killing blow, and maybe,
is he actually dead?
Finally putting both of their souls to rest. Security Breach to me has been this story about endings. Throughout all of my Security Breach theories thus far, we focused heavily on the idea of characters coming full circle, giving closure to them and ending their parts within the FNAF storyline. The crying child and the missing children got their closure back in FNAF 3's Happiest Day.
But not
Henry
Cassidy.
and the puppet got their closure in the FNAF 6 ending. If I'm right about my theories, then the rebuilt Afton kids get their closure on the hillside eating ice cream here in Security Breach. And now Cassidy. While all the other dead kids of the series have been able to move on, Cassidy has always remained, always trying to chase Afton down, torturing him in purgatory for what he's done, so driven by anger and revenge that she couldn't let go. So this feels
That's
like
why
a great
revenge is
ending
a
to
bad
this
thing.
chapter of the series.
Also, what do you do once
Finally,
you,
Cassidy gets to join
you
the
know,
others and rest,
get your
putting
revenge?
aside
What do you
their
do then?
agony and putting an end to the Golden Freddy arc, and hopefully to Afton's arc as well. But there's
Hopefully.
still one more that's incomplete. One more series of secrets
Music
in this
Man?
game that we haven't talked about yet. Tune in
Music
next
Man.
FNAF
Oh,
episode
okay,
as
it's
we
the next
wrap
one.
up our coverage for Security Breach by talking about the
What do you
most
mean, wrap up?
controversial and frustrating part of it, the retro CDs, the
What's a CD?
mysterious Patient 46, and what
I'm
all of that
26,
has to do
guys.
with the theories
I know
that
what a
we've
CD
covered
is.
so
I remember
far.
cassettes.
So bite of 87 that subscribe button to ensure that you don't miss it. And as always, remember, it's just a theory. A game.
Used to be on
theory.
lockdown?
Thanks for watching. So remember, February 19th, Saturday, for
I
our
think I
final
missed it.
Security Breach theory, and then make sure you stick around after the episode for a live theorist talkback.
I
where
think I
me
missed
and
it.
a bunch of other FNAF theorists from around.
That sounds pretty cool. How many FNAF theorists are there? But this was, yeah, last one was the secret Afton, but this is Golden Freddy really in Security Breach, which, I mean, it's entirely possible. And here's the final clue, and then we have a bunch of other videos as well, and then we're going to jump into probably some different game theory videos, like the Minecraft game theory videos. As someone that's played Minecraft since 2011 and stream it every single Monday, I don't think I'll be streaming this coming up Monday because I'll be coming back from the beach, because I've been at the beach this coming up weekend. But this was really interesting. I look forward to watching the next one and hearing about Security Breach, and I'll probably eventually play it. I might finish Sister Location at some point. I made it to night 4, and that's where I'm currently at. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. The video is up on the gaming channel. It's like an hour and a half long. My girlfriend is in it with me. First time she's actually ever been in like one of my YouTube videos. So that was a really fun time, and the donations were insane. But I look forward to reading your comments. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Hopefully I made it a tiny little better. I hope you're subscribed to those future videos. But until next video, take care and cue the music.
We were playing